Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Koundé gets a foot in here, looking for the run, and the finish! Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Kimmich. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at...
Great chance! Oh, what has happened here? In for the pieces, and it's come back out to him. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Chukwueze. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Mohamed Salah, he's played him through. Bellingham, he's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
That looks a decent ball.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Kimmich gets across to intercept that. Zaniolo. He's having a hit! Succumbs to the pressure. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Foot in. And it's Lewandowski. Kimmich. Bellingham. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Alexander-Arnold. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
Robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Batistuta considers his options. Lovely bit of skill. And Batistuta!
Stuta!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is good alertness. Lewandowski gets flagged offside. Mohamed Salah. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And it's Lewandowski. Threads one in. Opts to play it back. Kane. Can he finish? Goal! Braga!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Gol del Sporting de Braga. Marcó en el minuto 38 el dorsal 10.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Lewandowski! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Sporting Braga with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Lewandowski! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Sporting Braga leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score, he's gone for goal! And the keeper can swallow it up.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Van Balten makes the interception. He can run onto that. He's got away. Zaniolo! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Mbappe. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And the shot! They've done it! moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective...
There's the whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1.
Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
The second half then, just getting going. Van Balten spots it and intercepts. Chip through. That's good vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Kukurea. Surlot. Surlot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Upamecano cuts out the pass. Chukwueze. Nicely aimed pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe!
Cambio de jugadores.
Sporting Braga have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Sporting Braga have the chance to go the other way. Kimmich in with the challenge. Kimmich does well to get it back. Bellingham. Bellingham!
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach. He's got the shot away! Sporting Braga perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Sporting Braga making another change here. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Mohamed Salah and Alexander-Arnold. Sané. That has been cut short. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he's going to have his name taken. Van Dijk. Bellingham. Shot could be on. Hits one!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Well, it looked promising, but the final... Oh no, what has happened here? Bellingham. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Sporting Braga surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, that is one way to stop him. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Now that tries a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Kimmich kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, and he's through the middle. There's the hit! He's got a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is quite a battle.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Sané, and a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Sporting Braga take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
There will be 4 extra minutes. That's beautifully weighted. And it's hoisted clear. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Barcelona are down to 10 men. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Solot voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's got the shot away! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Sané has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. That is good alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kane at it in a wide position. Messi. So it is still 0-0. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe.
Whatever happens, that's the...
And Sané! It's a loose ball. Mohamed Salah. And he goes cross-field. Just eases him off the ball. Van Dijk cuts it out. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And it's Lewandowski.
Such good technique.
He's played him through. Tonali.
Sporting Braga are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Neymar. Hernandez.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Upamecano deals with that comfortably. That's good vision. Lewandowski! It's that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Beckham. And here's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
And back to the keeper they go. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Beckham wins the duel this time. Mbappe. Pinches it off him.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Mohamed Salah chasing after it. And there's green grass ahead of him. Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And it's Neymar, and he stands tall, impenetrable. And there is the half-time whistle. And it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. And we are up to the break.
Sporting Braga ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Sporting Braga have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Drogba. Beckham. Lewandowski. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, Red, nice interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. And they're back on the ball again. Belts one. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Alexander-Arnold, foot in, and it's Lewandowski. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive.
It's a mighty effort! No mistake! And finally he has breathed life into the game! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Substituição para o Braga. Número 17. Número 11. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 7. Ribéry. Número 22.
Sporting Braga choosing to make the first change. So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number...
And Ribéry! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. Ah, such a clever touch. Beckham. It's a good foot in there. Well-timed, excellent interception. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Drogba. Hernandez. And the pass is intercepted. Sporting Braga are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Interesting ball. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substituição para o Braga. Número 15.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Beckham. Número 9. Vão dar os seus lugares
Koundé.
a número 19. Número
Good
21.
ball over the top.
Número 4.
Hernandez. He's got away. Solid! Oh, it's come loose. Messi powering forward here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Alexander-Arnold. He's looking wide. Now it's Solot.
Pretty robust defending.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
looking to set free a runner. Back into the middle. Ribery, and the shot! He's got a goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite out.
And he's let fly into the arms of the goalkeeper. And it's Ribery. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's having a go! Just off target.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Struck first time. What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem. He's got himself an absolute peach. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And these are wonderful scenes inside the Estadio Monumental Colo-Colo, this historic ground which has been the site of so many memorable games in South American football. So that's got things underway. Rafinha, and he's been shifted off it. Platini making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Neymar.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Beckham. And Rafinha. And that could set him on his way. Rafinha played into the... and a header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Davids. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mateus. Kane. And it's lofted through here. Dink through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rafinha. Now the ball in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Mateus. Chukwueze. And here's Suarez. Neymar. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Thuram. Paris Saint-Germain applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand...
Kane! Oh, what has happened here? And they've got a throw. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mateus. And it's Luis Suarez. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Davids. Mateus. And that has left him in a heap. Platini.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Kane. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Kane. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's gone for a throw-in. Now that looks a decent ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He is through here. Chukwueze. Big header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Rafinha.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's been caught napping! That is good alertness. Oh, played through for the wide man. Chukwueze! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's got a side of goal!
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
And this could be the final action of the first half. That's a good ball out wide. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Two to the good. They have breathing space. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was super.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Muchas gracias. Cambio en el Braga. Lo reemplazará número 4.
And we're off again.
Look, before they might get...
It's Luis Suarez! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Sporting Braga, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Lizarazu. Neymar. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Luis Suarez. Played into space out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. And that is expertly dealt with.
Paris Saint-Germain making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Mateus, and here's Messi. Messi! No, he's missed it.
Cambio en el Braga. Número 15.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 20. Entran número 17. Número
Defending
19.
was strong and firm.
Número 8. Se está realizando un cambio. La
Now it's Sané. And
fue de 44.070.
Oh, that's a waste.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Pullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He has found the way through. Oh, now here's a chance! No, not quite.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Cambio en el Braga. Número 22.
Sporting Braga making another change here.
Número
Well, he's someone
21.
renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more.
Good effort from distance. Davids. Oh, this looks sharp. That is ended up in no man's land. Thuram. That's beautifully weighted. Now there's a fine. Hits one! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Sporting Braga just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's cut it out. And now they can spring out of defence. Played back in. This might spell great hit! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Pull it. And it's Rivaldo. Now it's Neymar. Stood up well to him there. That has not gone well. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh, that's a key interception. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ferran Torres! Now that was quite some save.
Sporting Braga certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Sporting Braga have their third corner. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And it's Rivaldo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Chance to finish! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Now it's Sorlot. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's found a way through. And the pass is intercepted. Sorlot! It's in for the pieces. It's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Sporting Braga playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. And they're back on the ball again. Pull it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pull it. There he goes, motoring forward. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Salah. Salah plays it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Thuram.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Davids. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the play. And they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Szoboszlai. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's away! Roberto Carlos!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rice floated through. Oh, no joy this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Always onto this. Messi gets through on his own. Nesta. For Rice. Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Beckham gets across to intercept that. Quarter of an hour played. And it's played forward. And the ball is out of play. Foot in. He's played him through. Rummenigge! Goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Celtic are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Lobbed in behind. He's in plenty of space here. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. He could be in here. And Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error. Sporting Braga really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Yaya Toure.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, this looks sharp. De Michelis kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge. Beckham. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Messi. Messi! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Sporting Braga with the corner, there first. Brilliantly cut out. They want to be quick to recover this. Szoboszlai has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And he's been shifted off it. Beckham. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. And it's Ronaldinho. Messi. And here's Mbappe. De Michelis concedes a free kick for that.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's run loose here. Rummenigge.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rice plays the game. He's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The fullback is in acres of... Has a look and has a go. Sané. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Michelis. Oh, that's a nice ball. That's been cut out, well played.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Sané. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Szoboszlai. And there is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
And we're underway again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Oh, easy pickings there. Celtic look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Works it forward.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Oh, well played. Corner number 2 then. Rummenigge. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. And Beckham! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Beckham is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Well read, and the danger is averted. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. Yaya Toure. Beckham. That's a lovely, delicate pass.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
That has not gone well. And now they can clear their lines. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Szoboszlai. Upamecano spots it and intercepts.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kane! And that should get the job done. Yaya Toure. Szoboszlai. Dink through. Van Bouten deals with that comfortably. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're quick to get it back. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos. That has ended up in no man's land. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for the runner. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Toure puts his foot on the gas. That is a brilliant interception. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure. Toure has got himself a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 9, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 70, Demichelis.
Chip
Coming
through.
on the field.
No, that's been intercepted.
11, Bullet. Number 47.
Oh, delightful ball.
Owen. Number 12, Ball. Substitutions taking place.
It'll be a throw-in. Great hit! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Thuram. Oh, perfectly measured that. That has been cut short.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Ferran Torres. Rijkaard. Nesta. Oh, and he's through the middle. Have a shot. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Hullet. Showing good feet.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 42.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Rodri. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your reflections then, Jim?
Sporting Braga.